in the chat, while I get my presentation ready, maybe in the chat, maybe you can just type a message, say hello and where you are now. So for example, hi, I'm in Japan. How about everybody? Maybe you can type in the chat while I get my presentation ready.
Yes, that's great. So now we already started the recording.
Wonderful, thank you. All right, so I'm getting my presentation here, just a second. Oh no, okay. Yeah. Okay, can you see it okay?
Yes, now we can see it.
Great.
So go ahead.
Okay, great. And I see some people are typing. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, first of all, to Monzer for inviting me to come and do this presentation. It's my great honor to be here for everybody. And oh, great, we have from Egypt. Thank you. Everyone else, if you have a chance, please type where you are. My name is Brendan, and I'm going to be talking about H5P interactive videos. I believe Monzer has given me 1 hour to speak. I don't know if I will use all the time. I will probably keep time at the end for question and answer. If you have any questions anytime, you can type them in the chat. That's fine. And I will answer them at the end, or I might stop and answer there. If I'm speaking too quickly, or if you need anything, please, again, just type freely in the chat. Yeah, so great. And I see people are typing in here as well. Thank you. Yes, please let me know where you're from. Okay, great. So just a quick introduction, first of all, about me. Again, my name is Brendan. That's my first name, but you can call me Brendan. I'm from Canada originally, and I live in Japan. I have been in Japan for 22 years, and I am 44 years old, so you know what that means. Now I got 50% of my life has been in Japan. So it's been a long time. And I'm teaching at a school called Saga University, and you can see a picture of it here. Great. Oh, Sudanese in Egypt now. Great. Welcome. Thank you. And also from Kenya. Wonderful. Thank you. And interesting fact. Fun fact about me is I'm from Canada, but my mother is from Poland, and my grandfather was a journalist writing for newspapers, and he visited Sudan when he was working as a journalist. So I have a connection to Sudan through my grandfather. So anyways, I have been to Africa before, but not Sudan. I have been to West Africa, to Guinea. So I also have a very personal strong feeling to connection towards Africa as well. All right, so that's about me. In Japan, I'm located in a place called Saga. Saga is down at the bottom left here, next to Nagasaki. And it's kind of on the very far west side. You can see Tokyo is in the center over here. But 2 months ago, and Mansour, I didn't check with you, but I'm going to show a picture of you doing your presentation. I hope it's okay. I took a picture of you. In Kyoto, I had a great opportunity to meet Mansour for the first time. And he invited me to do this one, and we talked about it. And so I thought I would talk about what is H5P and why we use it, how to create H5P interactive videos, and using H5P interactive videos in conflict zones, especially. Because I had a chance to meet Mansour, and here's a picture of him doing his wonderful presentation at the the Moodle conference in Japan. And he was talking about how Moodle in general supports teachers and students in Sudan and in conflict zones. And it was a great opportunity to learn about the situation in Sudan and how Eduversity and all the teachers there can use Moodle to support students and teachers. So what did I learn? From Manzur's presentation, I learned 5 things. Challenges that are happening in Sudan for students and teachers. Number 1, power outages and internet instability. So doing online education is very difficult when there's no electricity or there's no internet. It's not something I really have to think about in Japan too much, but I can imagine how difficult and challenging that would be. The second is emotional and psychological stress. Students who maybe are not in the classroom feel a certain type of stress, and not being together with people in the same room. There's mental health situations, and it's not easy to do online learning. The third challenge was limited teacher readiness and training. Not every teacher is, comfortable using technology, and training is required. And of course, some teachers they don't want to change. They have their way, and something new, it's extra work and time, and there's no guarantee it will be successful. The fourth challenge was student engagement and participation. So how Moodle can add interaction, gamification, badges, group discussions, live feedback tools, etc. And the fifth one was assessment and academic integrity. So it's difficult for the teacher to monitor students through online kind of distance education and things like that. So Moodle is able to support teachers in those ways. It was a very, very interesting presentation, and I learned a lot, and it made me think about how powerful Moodle really is. Manzur also, we had a chance to talk, and so he invited me to do this talk. So I'm very happy to give this presentation about interactive videos. But as you can see here with these challenges, this information was new to me, but it's probably not new to people who are connected to Sudan, I imagine. So I also learned that you or people in Sudan are the experts about this situation that's happening and the challenges. And I will very happy to give my talk today, and if there's anything I can contribute to support, that's great. But also I'm interested to learn from all of you about your experiences and your perspectives about the situation. Okay, so let's get started here. Just quickly, if I ask you quickly, if I do a poll, have you ever heard of H5P? Okay, I will make a poll. Ready? Go. Please answer. Oh, no, sorry. One more time. Start. Have you ever used H5P? Start. Can you answer this question, please? Have you ever heard of H5P? Do you know what it is? Oh, quite a few people. Great. A couple people know. A lot of people, yes. Great. Wonderful. Oh, Adam Jenkins. Adam Jenkins has heard of H5P. Hi, Adam. Monzer, I hope you answer yes. Wonderful. Thanks, Monzer. Okay, I'm going to publish the poll. in a few seconds. Few people have not answered yet, but that's okay. Okay, there's the results. And I'm going to ask one more quick question. Have you ever used H5P interactive videos? One more time, please answer. Start. Have you ever used H5P interactive videos before? Oh, quite a few people. Excellent. All right, I will close the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's 73% yes. So some of this information will not be new to some of you, but for some of you, if you've never used H5P, I will also make sure this presentation is accessible for everyone. So I would like to just discuss a few things. First of all, some people said they have never heard of H5P. H5P is a way to do interactive content on the web. So the best way to look at it is almost just to give you an example of a video, video plus interaction. So you can take any video, a YouTube video, or if you record a video on your phone, just record yourself doing a 5-minute lecture or message for your students. You can add on top of the video, you can add text boxes, questions, links. You can have a submit button to say, yes, I watched this video. Click. I promise that I watched it. Not only promise, but I can guarantee because I clicked this button. Here you have an example of a question that is on a H5P website. And I will show you an example of what this actually looks like. And I'm going to put a link in a minute in the notes. And so anyone can go to this website called h5p.org. And you can, just a minute. You can see, here we are, interactive video, H5P. Okay, here is what an H5P video looks like. Number one, I'm going to turn off the sound because it's not necessary. We have a standard video, how to make a smoothie. And at the bottom, we have the timeline. I hope everyone can see that. Can everyone see the timeline here? So, and on the timeline, we have these little circles. I'm going to zoom right in. You can see these little circles right here. There's another circle right here, right here. And these circles are questions or interactive elements that students can click and get feedback and interact with the video. So, you know, I can imagine some teachers, myself included, if you put the video for your students and you say, watch the video, maybe they watch it. Or if you use Moodle and you have the completion tracking, you know that they clicked the button because Moodle will tell you they clicked it. But after they click the button, do they actually watch? Or do they click the button and the video is coming and then they start looking at Instagram and the video is playing and they go and make some coffee and come back or whatever, and then, oh, the video is finished. But did they actually watch it? It's not possible to really know very well. So let's take a look. How to make a smoothie. Here's a video. Number one, stop. Just at the top here, we have a little plus button. Ingredients. Ingredients for this smoothie, and we have 1 cup of milk. We have blueberries, strawberries, milk, condensed milk, and some oatmeal cookies. Okay, everyone please try to remember this list. Milk, blueberries, strawberries, condensed milk, and oatmeal. Okay, so that's the first example of the teacher is giving extra information to support the content of the video. In this case, the video didn't stop, it just kept playing. And if I want to, I can click, but it's not necessary. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, whoop. We have a quiz. Again, I can click on here and get the quiz. Everyone, what kind of berry is this? Let's see, is it a strawberry? I click and I can check the answer. Well, maybe it's a blueberry. Let's choose blueberry. Oh no, it's wrong. I can try again. Let's try strawberry. Check. Yahoo! Like that. Pretty cool, huh? And we can continue. And let's see here. What's the next one? Oh, now, did you see that? We have another question, but I didn't stop. I didn't stop the video. The video stopped automatically. So you remember the student who is going through Instagram and gonna go make some coffee. Well, this video stopped, and until I answer the question, it's just gonna stay stopped. So it's kind of a way to make sure that your students interact with the video. Highlight ingredients. Do you all remember the ingredients? We had, let's see, that have been added so far, not only in the list, but just so far. So were you actually watching the video? Oh no, I hope you have been. Strawberries, blueberries, and milk. Oh no, I got one right and two right and one wrong. Oh. Watch again. Oh no, I have to go back and watch again. That's my only choice. Okay, so I really have to watch this video and pay attention and focus. Otherwise, I'm not going to get the answer right. So, okay, so that's basically what happens for this video. So you can see that it's a way to make sure that your students are really focused in, and also to check that they do understand what's happening. So we had strawberries, blueberries here, check, thank you, right? You have various options. This one, I can actually skip. If I want to skip, I can skip, but if you want to make it so students cannot skip, there's that option. You can do that. And the last thing I want to show you quickly is I want to show you this green button, the magic green button to submit. And when you click this button, then again, I only answered 2 questions. I can see that. He skipped. He didn't answer. And you can see my score here. So when I click this button, then the score goes into the gradebook, and the teacher can see that, you know, I was interacting with this video. So I will put a link for this inside of the shared notes. Can I do that? Shared notes. Okay, I just put it in the shared notes so you can access that there. All right. Great. So, all right. So then going back to my presentation. If you have never seen H5P before, if you answered that you never heard of it, I hope this gives you some idea about what is an interactive video and why it is so powerful to do. Okay. Now, this can be, again, used for checking understanding. We had the question, what kind of berry is this? Vocabulary, content, checking understanding, and students get feedback right away. You can provide a score if you need assessment. And again, you can check if students actually watch the video or not. And h5p.org has a lot of examples. YouTube has a lot of examples. I'm going to give you some more, a PDF about how to make it as well. How do you make H5P video content? In Moodle, if you check YouTube, there's many videos about how to do it, but I couldn't really find a good video that I was satisfied with. So I thought I will just show you how you can make a video using YouTube. So basically, if you want to make a video for your students, so for example, you need to explain something about the class, or you need to give a on-demand lecture, and you want to use it. Okay, what do you do? So I'm going to go to my Moodle page, and I will show you. Is it here? Okay, so all I do is I go to Moodle, and at the top of the page, there is more. And I will give you a PDF about this. Of course, if you want to take notes, it's fine, but I will give you a PDF to explain all this. And you go to something called the Content Bank. If you use Moodle, I'm sure you know about Question Bank. Question Bank is for quizzes, and that's where you put all your quizzes. Content Bank is for H5P and like videos, for example. And this is where you put all your videos. So I go to Content Bank, and I can add interactive video, scroll down to interactive video, click, and all I do is make a title. So, class 1 video, and I add a YouTube link, for example. Let me get my link. Okay. Paste my link in here, insert. And now I can start to add questions. It's really that simple. Go to my video. This is a news story from today's news in Japan. Something's happening in Saitama. Kind of terrible situation. I'm sorry. But now if you want to
テントの中には地下の
if you want to add a question, you just go here, make a question. Okay, I want to make this a big, not the small button, but I want the big question box. And I want the video to stop. The video must stop. I don't want the student to go through. And I'm going to add a question, like, what country did this event happen in? And I will have the first question is the correct answer, Japan, and then the second will be I'll put Korea. You can do various things. You can add feedback. So great, or, oops, not quite, and Great, and you can add it, and then done. And that way you can take this and you can add it there, and then when the video plays,
テントの中には地下の
boom. And then you can choose from there, okay? So you can do that, and then the student will choose. This is the preview mode, so it doesn't show, but the student can choose. And then the very most important thing you can do, there's various other things you can do, text, table, link, picture, different types of questions, etc. But the other most important thing that I often like to do is go to the end and you click this star button. This gives you that green submit button. And yes, I want the submit button here.
こちらは陥没現場の現在の映像です。重機などがを検討しています。
All right, and then this is just a preview, but when you do it, when you save it, it will show you the submit button at the end. Okay, that's it. That's all you do to make the video. Now, of course, there's more settings, but we don't have a lot of time to do everything. If we have extra time at the end, I will go deeper into this, but I just wanted to give you the basics from that. That's how you can make the video. Oh, we have a couple of public chats here going on, so I didn't notice until now. What about copyright? Oh, that's a good question. Well, number one, copyright depends on each country's laws. My understanding is for example, in Japan, if this is for educational use and it's only available for my students, and then it's fine. I'm not making any money off of it. I'm not making it public to anybody. In that case, especially in the Japan context, according to Japanese law, I believe copyright is not a problem. Something like fair use, I believe. Fair use laws should apply in many cases, I believe. Fair use. If anyone else knows about this question, please type in the chat, anybody, if you're familiar with this topic as well. But my understanding, my belief is that so long as you are keeping it for your class and educational purposes, then you're safe. But that's a great question. Thank you. Okay, but that's the basic thing. The other thing I'll just show you quickly is there are a couple things, behavioral settings you can do. So sometimes you remember I got the wrong answer and I could retry. That's something you can turn on or turn off. Maybe you don't want the students to retry. You just want to get, it's like a quiz, no chance to retry and your score will go up or down. You can do that. Navigation, again, skipping ahead is not okay. They're not allowed to skip ahead. If you do that, then when I try to watch my video and I pull
こちらは陥没現場の現在
pull it forward and
の映像です。
pull forward. I want to skip. I want to skip. I want to skip.
重機などが今出て
It's like an elastic band. It snaps back. Sorry, you cannot skip ahead. You must watch. No skipping. That's a kind of cool feature if you want. Like that. So yeah, you can do that as well. Okay. I'm gonna give you a PDF about how you can do all of this stuff. But that's step one. Step one is to make it. Step two is go back to my course. Now I have to put that video onto the course. And how you do that is add an activity and H5P. Just click. It's a stock standard Moodle. It's not special. You don't have to pay money for it. You don't have to do anything really special. You just click, and now you just make the container for it. So class 1 video, and then I go here and I add from the content bank. There it is, class 1 video right there. And if you have videos in other classes, you can go to the folder for other classes also. It's kind of cool. But you click and link to the file and select this file like that. And then everything else is basically like your other assignments. How many points, what grade category, all the grade to pass, different attempts. Do you want to track? Yes. This is interesting, is you can get the highest grade, the average grade, the final grade, the first grade, or no grade. Completion, this is very useful if you want to see, again, did my students actually do it? Students must view and receive a grade, or any grade, or they must have a passing grade. Again, you can decide all this stuff. It's quite good for that. And then you go to the course, and this is what it looks like right here. And when students click on it, they see something like this. And again,
こちらは
they cannot
陥没現場の
skip ahead.
現在の映像です。重機などが今出ている状況がわかります。画面左に見える白いテントの中に今朝早く消防隊員らが続々と入っていきました。テントの中には地下の
Oh, there we go. I'm going to say Japan. Okay, good. Just like that. So, and then at the end, there's a submit screen as well. So there you go. That's what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to go back here, share. So I will give you a PDF with all of this stuff right now. I will upload it for you. Give me 1 second, if I can put it in shared notes, I suppose. Let's see. Can I upload? I don't want to cancel this presentation, so I will give you a link. Oops. I'm worried that if I try to upload something, I will accidentally move out of this video window. So I can give you a link, and you can download the presentation, I hope. Give me 1 second.
Maybe you can send me after the presentation.
Okay, I will do that. Thanks, Manzer. Yeah, thank you. Great. Because if I drop a PDF on here, I'm worried that Chrome will just kick me out of Big Blue Button, and then yeah. So okay, thank you, Manzer. I will send to Manzer, and then if you're interested, Manzer can send to you. Okay, so this is just an example. So again, my perception, my example of using this type of stuff. With my students, I found that the videos were effective and they kind of were pushed in a positive direction to watch. And I used this as preparation for in-class group work. So that's another way. If you cannot meet your students every time, but you only meet sometimes, or you never meet, it's a way for them to check the content. And in the class, this allowed me to talk less with students. And students seemed prepared. And again, having the videos available was very important. Not to say, oh, I'll put it up next week, just wait. Then the students don't check and they don't watch it. So to say to the students, the video is available now, you can watch it now, that's important. If you say, go check next week, the students will not see the video. Okay. I did a little bit of questionnaire with my students too. I'll just show you quickly. Again, This resulted in a lot of students actually watching the videos. 96% of students watched 4 out of 5 of my videos, just a small case sample. My videos were 6 to 10 minutes in length. And in my case, with my students, anyways, I don't know about in your case, but my students said this was pretty good length. I would not recommend a 45-minute video or a 1-hour video. I think it's too long for anybody. 5 minutes is good. If you need to do longer, maybe break up, 5 minutes for one video, 10 minutes for other video to kind of make it manageable. But a 1-hour video is going to be too long, I would say. My students said they benefited from this. My students' English are kind of middle level. It's not perfect, but it seemed like they said it was helpful because they could watch the video 2 times or 3 times, and the quizzes helped them to get understanding. And they said it was useful to get ready for the next class. When we had the class, they understood, okay, we're doing this content. And my students seemed like they were very satisfied. I had 27 students in my class. And the students said they would recommend this for other classes, not only in a language class, but for other content classes, they would recommend it as well. But that's not only about me. Let's go back to this situation in this conference, which is supporting teachers and students in conflict zone. Let's go back to the 5 challenges. Power outages and internet instability. Well, videos can be watched anytime, not, if there's no power or no Wi-Fi, then it's okay to wait and you can watch it when power and Wi-Fi are available. If you're doing a Zoom or Big Blue Button in real time, like this one right now, if the Wi-Fi stops, then obviously it's a big problem, or the Wi-Fi quality is very weak and the video keeps starting and stopping. Of course, that's a problem for real time. And these videos are mobile friendly as well. So this is one way that the challenges of power and internet instability can be overcome through H5P interactive videos. Another thing is looking at these challenges: emotional and psychological stress, student engagement and participation. I put these together because I think there's some link between them. Self-paced learning. Students can watch the video in their own time. They can watch and rewatch 2 times, 3 times if necessary. There's immediate feedback. So there's interaction and some stimulation. And again, feedback and guidance is provided. Did you get the right answer? Or what do you think about this? There's opportunities to put your ideas in there. Also, limited teacher readiness and training. Eduversity obviously can support teachers. As I showed you before, once you make a video, you can use it and reuse it in the future, or you can edit slightly and then reuse it. So that's actually quite useful in that way. Teachers can confirm that the students have finished. So that feels good for the teachers, and teachers can see the value. Oh, I know that I have 5 students and 4 of them are finished and 1 student is not finished, so I can help that student. And I put here, each one teach one. Eduversity is helping teachers, but every teacher who knows to use H5P can help another teacher. I'm sure everybody knows teachers who can benefit from this, but maybe they're not so strong at using technology. Grassroots, one-to-one, peer support is also very useful in this case. As you can see, it's not that difficult, but for a teacher who never used technology, I'm sure it's probably very stressful. But if somebody can sit with them and help them to do it, then there's great possibility. And the last one, again, assessment and academic integrity. You get all the data. You know when your students are doing this. They can get a grade. It integrates into the gradebook. That H5P video score is like an assignment or a quiz. It's in the gradebook. Teachers can do manual grading, I believe, or automatic grading. Automatic grading gives instant feedback. So that's how this challenge can be addressed in that way. And that's basically the end of my presentation. We have a few minutes left, so I would like to just keep space for questions, comments. Thank you for that. Can it be used offline? That's a good question. And I wish I had the answer to that. Anyone else, if you do have the answer to this, please let me know. That's a question that I should know the answer to. It depends. Yeah, thanks, Adam. I'm sure that's very.
Yeah, if I might. If the video is self-hosted on the Moodle and downloading and syncing is allowed, then it's okay.
Yes.
You can use it offline. But if the video is, for example, taken from YouTube, then the connection to YouTube becomes necessary, and it depends. So there you go.
That's when I showed you my presentation slide about adding the video here. So on this slide, you have two options. One option is paste a YouTube link. Obviously, that's a very easy way to do it. If you want to use somebody else's video from the news or something like that, you can put it. Or if you record your own video and you upload to your own YouTube account, you can do that. But the second option is to actually click on the side over here, this little square button, and then you could upload the video yourself. However, that also creates a challenge of now your Moodle is hosting a large video file, and that might impact the performance of your Moodle site depending on your situation. Also, when you want to reuse the video in the future, again, that might cause some trouble if you don't re-upload the video. People who are Moodle administrators like Adam and perhaps Manzer know more about this, but at the same time, it solves the problem of offline viewing. So size as well as streamability. Video formats become important. Yeah, so it's a trade-off, right? So you lose the convenience of YouTube, but you gain the convenience of offline viewing. Yeah, so like everything. Yeah, if it's very important for you, then probably you should look into that. Yeah, it's a great question. Very, very, very good question. If you are using the Moodle app, you can download it offline. Great. Yeah. So there's probably some trial and error involved. I would test it as a teacher first and make sure that it's going to work the way you want it to work. Yep. Absolutely. I see some people are typing, so I'm happy to wait for questions, or if anyone has a question or comment. Yeah, sometimes H5P is not compatible with the Moodle app. The Moodle app, yes. Love it for many reasons, but yeah, sometimes it's not the same functionality, not the same features as the website. So I'm not surprised to hear that. If anyone wants to share by talking into the microphone or typing any other experiences or questions or any kind of important little points, maybe that we didn't have time in my presentation, if something important, please feel free to add. Don't forget about this feature, or what about that feature. By all means, please share your questions or comments. Depends on your experience, what is best practice that I can use it. Best practice is definitely that you try it out yourself as a student and make sure that it's working in the way that you want it to work, because there are a lot of different features. Some of the things I didn't have a chance to show you, but inside of all of this, if you go into the content bank and you click on your video, again, there are a lot of different features. When do you want your video? Do you want it to play automatically? Do you want it to loop? It can just keep going and not stop. Again, do you want to show the answer? You remember when I got the question wrong? Blueberries, strawberries, milk, and it said, no, there's no milk. It got the red slash. You can turn it on or turn it off in the settings here. Part override show solution. Retry again. There's a button for rewinding 10 seconds. You can go back. So maybe you don't want your students to skip, but you do want them to go back. You can show that. Again, you can have sounds or no sounds as well. So there's all kinds of small little features that you can add. So it's really a good idea just to basically try and play around and click different buttons and see what happens with the video, and you will discover what's best for you in your situation. And obviously to get feedback from students as well. Get feedback from your students about how they like it or not. Is it totally free? I'm skipping one question here. I'll get back to the other questions, but it is inside of Moodle. So if you have a Moodle account or if you have a Moodle course, you just go to your course, click on more, and Content Bank is right there. So it's a stock part of Moodle. I did skip one question. What is better to use H5P for? Branched scenarios or interactive lessons? So we're getting into kind of deeper ideas of when you go to the content bank, H5P is not only videos. H5P is many things. You can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's like 20 or more different types of H5P activities, and video is just one. If you go to h5p.org, the link I put there, if you go to h5p.org and you go to examples, you can, at the top, you click examples, and you can find all the examples and they will show you everything. So one of the people said branching. This is alphabetical. So A, B, 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 maybe not. Branching, I put it at the bottom here for some reason. But a branching scenario is just like a story. So you start at one location and then you have a choice. Do you want to go this direction or that direction? And you can make a lesson like that. You can use this inside of videos as well, I believe. I haven't done it so much, but you can have the branching scenario where you want to go to this part of the video or another part of the video. You can jump to different locations around the video as well. It's quite interesting that way. But again, what's the best? It depends on you, basically. What's your goal for students? What do you want the students to do? But I can imagine really amazing ways that you would do that. If you go to the branching scenario, if you go to all of these ones, number one, there's examples you can see There's one example here. It says one of two examples. And then if you can click, you can see the next one also. So it gives you examples of how to use it. And then you can also go down to description, screenshots. It shows you how to do it. It's like there's a tutorial about how to do it as well. H5P is very powerful, and there's so many options. We only have time to cover videos today, but yeah, again, it really depends on what you want to do with students, and that's why I'm eager to hear other people's ideas as well. But branching scenarios is really, really another interesting option that you can use. Yeah, and I believe, as far as I know, as long as you have Moodle, you can use H5P. Also, you can log into H5P and you can create an account. I have not created an account myself because I have Moodle. I don't feel like I need to. You can create a new account. If you just click here, and you can create username, email address, password, and you can create an account, and this lets you also use H5P. Like, for example, if you don't have access to Moodle, you can use it on here. Also, H5P, it's not only for Moodle. H5P can be used in other learning management systems like Blackboard or other ones. Or H5, it's based on HTML. So again, Adam, if I'm missing something, please correct me. But you can embed it into a website like WordPress or other websites as well. So you can use the content for other locations on the web. Indeed, thank you. So yeah, that's the reason probably to get an H5P account. I use Moodle exclusively, so I don't have a need today. In the future, I might do that, but again, depends on your situation. But definitely, you can go to h5p.org and you can do that. WordPress also has a plugin, as do other platforms. Yeah, so it's really, really amazing. I used to create H5P through LumiApp. I'm not surprised to hear that. It's really it's really useful in all kinds of situations. But thankfully, I don't know so much about computer programming and HTML and coding and servers. That's not for me. Maybe in the future someday, but I'm a teacher who focuses on using technology in a user-friendly kind of way. And it's perfect for me on Moodle. Somebody like Adam can do everything, and I'm sure he can, and other teachers as well. Wonderful. But even for somebody like me who knows a little bit about technology, but not everything, it's quite user-friendly, I believe, as a teacher. While on a plane, for example. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much, Dr. Brenda, for your great presentation on your time also today. Also, for the active from the participant. Also, we will share all the materials with all participants. Also for all the Sudanese participants, we will scheduling also another some tutorials regarding the interactive videos in future. So now we say thank you again, Brendan, for your time and your great presentation. Thank you from all the Sudanese teacher interested for interactive courses. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. And Manzur, if you need anything, just send me a message. I'm happy to do anything, anytime to support you guys. And I will send you my PDFs as soon as this presentation is finished, so you can share with people in a timely manner. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
That is great. Thank you very much. So now let's move for the next presenter. It will be presented by Professor Yoshikazu. It's from Jichi Medical University, and also is president of Model Association in Japan. So let's start with Professor.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Now I give you the permission for the presenter, so you can share your presentation.
Okay, it's oh, hi Adam. Yeah, long time no see. Yes. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So, hello. My name is Yoshikazu Asada, and I work at the Medical Education Center at Jichi Medical University in Japan. So today, I'll be sharing our university's experience using Moodle to support asynchronous education during the early stage of the COVID-19 pandemic. So while this talk focuses on a case study from the COVID-19, but I hope it may offer insights, especially in terms of rapid educational response and infrastructure use that can support learning efforts in contexts like the ongoing crisis in Sudan. So this talk is titled Asynchronous Education Support Using Moodle in a Medical School. And if you have any questions during my talk, could you please write them in chat if possible? I'll check and try to answer them at the end of my talk. Okay, so in this talk, I'll be focusing on university's response using Moodle, which is a learning management system. So this slide shows a very quick overview of Moodle. I think many of you know about this, but Moodle have been used widely adopted around the world since its initial release in 2002. It's originated in Australia, a country with strong needs for the distant education, and has grown into a flexible open source platform. And with over 2,000 plugins, it supports a wide range of educational style and goals. Well, Moodle offers a unified system for delivering content, as you know. For example, checking understanding and engaging students. So we use it to share. We can use it to share videos and documents or run quizzes for knowledge checking, and use forum for discussion. And it even supported basic portfolio features and learning logs that helps both teachers and students track the progress. And a learning management system is it can help educators deliver and manage and track learnings. And in our case, Moodle helped us support asynchronous medical education during a time of crisis. So it's not just about uploading files or PDF or videos, but it's about creating an environment for structured learning for our students. So here are just some of the learning activities we supported through Moodle. For example, we share the material like PDF and videos, and we can use quizzes and assignments to check their understanding. And of course, discussion forum played a key role for student questions or peer exchanges. And we can also connect Moodle with Big Blue Button like today or Zoom for occasional synchronous sessions. And of course, we can use mobile access our students to stay connected even on the go. And this is a sample screenshot of our Moodle course homepage. I'm sorry it's in Japanese, but you can see there are some quizzes or some materials or discussion forums. And this course is the use in our faculty development workshop in 2020. Just after the COVID-19. It was designed to teach our faculties for teaching how to use Moodle during the emergency shift to online learning. And this similar structure was later reused for student courses as well. And this is a typical multiple choice quizzes interface in Moodle. And of course, questions can be randomized and scored automatically, which made it easy to assess students' understanding, even in asynchronous settings. And this is an example of our student forum. I often use the Moodle forum for the student discussion. So students can post the comments, and students sometimes can rate each other's response using a simple scoring system. It's like similar to the like features. And this helps foster engagement and quick peer feedback. And this slide shows how our educational goals can be matched with specific Moodle features. For example, when we want to provide information, we can use PDFs or video lectures. And to have students solve problems, we can use quizzes. And if we want to gather student opinions, we can use assignment or questionnaires. And to foster discussion, forums are especially effective. And when students need to submit some research or other structured work, the database activity is a useful option. But although there are a lot of features in LMS, the important message is Moodle or any other LMS is just a tool. I mean, what matters is how we use it for learning. So let's give some example. Sharing PDF or video is very simple features, but unfortunately, it doesn't guarantee learning. I mean, we could tell whether a student opened a file or PDF, but it is hard to decide whether they actually viewed, and moreover, it is hard to tell they really understand or not. So that's why we shifted focus to our learning outcomes. What could students do after interacting with their materials? And the key point is assessment. The important thing is not just testing, but understanding what students have learned. So this slide highlights how we assess learning outcomes. We can use multiple choice quizzes with feature randomized and auto-grading about the knowledge check. And for assignments, we applied feedback through PDF annotations or some rubrics. And the ability to reuse and analyze the results, whether in Moodle or external tool like Excel or something, helped us improve the quality of instruction and evaluation. And this slide shows how we enable interaction with Moodle. Students could submit their question or reflection through the forum, and both instructors and peers could respond. And we sometimes use grading to encourage meaningful posts. And even though it was asynchronous, Moodle notification made the interaction feel responsible. And we can also use the messaging tools like a simple chat function for faster communication. And of course, we recognize that students were not always sitting at the desk. So the Moodle mobile app allows them to download materials, stay in touch with the instructors, and even complete short activities during small breaks in the day. That kind of flexibility helped my main learners stay on track. And like the previous session, we can also explore the interactive content like H5P. H5P can make some quizzes and branching scenarios based in branching scenario simulation, or some kind of using 360 images for virtual reality trainings. But these tools promoted active learning, but it requires more setup and stable internet. So be careful to use when the a little weak Wi-Fi, like Brendan said the previous. And from here, I'll share shortly about the timeline before and after the pandemic. Before the pandemic, Moodle was already used at our university, but very limited use and purposes. We started to use Moodle in 2012 for the essay submissions in first year medical ethics course. So in this year, only one course is for the Moodle. And next year, we began using quizzes in a general science course. And we also started distributing materials for clinical clerkship as part of a ministry-funded project. And next year, elective course registration was conducted via Moodle. Then, in 2016, we introduced rubric-based evaluation for clinical practice and began holding faculty development workshop. And in the following years, it was used for internal record keeping and pilot integration with other systems, such as electronic CRB. But still by 2019, Moodle had not become central to our overall education strategy. It was mainly supplementary tools. And when the COVID-19 hit in early 2020, all face-to-face classes were suspended. And we have to move quickly to use Moodle as a core platform for continuity of education. For first to third year students, Moodle usage began in late April and continued throughout May, June, and July. So some synchronous classes using Big Blue Button were also introduced. And fourth to sixth year students, they were more involved in clinical practice, such as in hospital. The classes were paused in April and gradually resumed using Moodle from May. And they eventually returned in in-person classes by the summer. So from September onward, both groups followed a blended model. I mean, combining in-person education with continued use of Moodle and occasional synchronous sessions, and sometimes face-to-face lectures. So in short, the first half of 2020 was mostly online, and the second half of the 2020 transition to blended learning with increasing flexibility. And from here, I'll show the initial setup strategy in April 2020. I mean, just after the COVID-19. I'll show about the faculties and for students and about infrastructure insights. The first one is about support for faculties. At the start of the pandemic, our campus closed and we were given a 2-week preparation for the restarting classes. So during this time, our team focused on 3 main goals. First, the designing course structures suitable for asynchronous learning. And second, building a support system for both faculty and students. And the third, organizing hands-on faculty development workshop so that instructors could feel confident using Moodle. These efforts helped lay a solid foundation for our emergency online learning environment. And next is about the students. Fortunately, our students were already familiar with Moodle basic features. However, to support a smooth transition to asynchronous learning, we created the interactive course that guides students on how to fully engage with the system. And for communication support channel, we use a combination of Moodle Forum, the university internal messaging with Microsoft 365, and our standard email system. This helped ensure the students could ask questions and get help with when needed. And from an infrastructure standpoint, one of our key strengths was our university-wide email authentication system. Because every student has a university email, they could log in to various systems, including Moodle, without the need for additional account or password. This minimizes administrative workload and allowed the student to access the platform immediately. And at that time, not all students had stable Wi-Fi connections, so many of them had to access Moodle through their mobile data plans. So because of this, we made efforts to reduce the file sizes of videos or PDFs or other materials. And we also avoid relying heavily on live synchronous sessions and instead focus on asynchronous delivery wherever possible. The adjustment helped ensure that all students could continue their learning, regardless of their internet environment. And since 2021, after 1 year of the pandemic, Moodle has remained a core part of educational infrastructure. For both junior and senior students, normal classes are now conducted mainly in person, including clinical practice. And in this environment, Moodle continues to be used for distributing assignments, tracking progress, and offering supplementary content. Importantly, our system is designed to be flexible. So when outbreak occurs or remote learning is necessary, we can quickly shift to on-demand content using Moodle or real-time session with Big Blue Button. And next two slides, I will share about access log analytics during the pandemic. This graph shows the total number of Moodle access logs by month, categorized by student year, from first year student to sixth year medical university student. And you can clearly see a sharp increase in April and May and June, just after the pandemic began. At this time, our students were temporarily staying in their home prefectures, and Moodle became the primary tool for learning. As the year progressed, you notice a gradually decrease in logs, especially after July. This is because when the in-person classes began. And since 2021, usage has remained steady, especially for assignment and supplementary learning, even as most classes return to in-person formats. So this data shows how Moodle became essential during the pandemic and how it continued to play a supporting role even after the starting face-to-face classes. And this also shows Moodle access counts each hour of the day. So you can see even around the midnight, some students were logged in. And the peak hours were between around 9 to 11 a.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. And in both 2020 and 2021, asynchronous learning allowed students to study in flexible ways, including late at night or during their free times. And here are some comments from our faculty members after using Moodle. One major benefit is that materials like quizzes and lecture slides can be reused for future classes. So it also allows educators to evaluate student understanding through assignment and quizzes. And additionally, Moodle is useful for providing extra support or makeup sessions, especially for students who may be struggling. But of course, there are some challenges too. Because students' faces are not visible during asynchronous learning, so it can be a little harder to gauge their engagement. So to overcome this, many instructors use video conference tools in combining with Moodle. And also, conducting secure summative assessments like final exam is a little difficult online. It's not possible, but it does require significant preparation to prevent cheating. And this is the voice from the students. Many students appreciate the flexibility. They could learn at their own pace and review materials when needed, and they can revisit unclear points, which helps them understand better than just listening passively classes. However, some students focus that learning online depends heavily on their own motivation. This led to concern about disparities in learning outcome and difficulties in managing their daily routines. And others felt overwhelmed by the increased number of assignments. And this is very important, but without proper feedback from instructors, some said they were unsure if they were learning effectively or not. So these concerns remind us that learning tools alone are not enough. Students still need support, guidance, and human connections. And let's take a closer look at the challenges students often face when learning online. As I talked before, one common concern is that learning in self-paced is dependent heavily on individual motivations. So to address this, it's important to design engaging content and help students develop self-regulation skills. And some students reported that the daily routine became unstable. So in response, we use flexible deadlines and encourage them to manage their own study schedules. And many students also felt overwhelmed by the number of assignments. So we adjusted the workload when needed. But while also reminding them that consistent effort is essential for learning. This is both online and offline. And finally, the lack of instructor feedback left some students feeling uncertain about their progress. So to solve this, we provide explanation and comments either through Moodle or in face-to-face sessions. So these adjustments, although it's small, but can make a big difference in helping students succeed. And so let's take a moment to reflect on the role of Moodle in our teaching. So in the early phase of pandemic, especially in 2020, Moodle served primarily as an emergency substitute, a way to keep education going despite the sudden shift away from classes. At that time, we tried various modes of delivery. For example, asynchronous only, or combining asynchronous and synchronous, or some classes such as bedside learning or language classes, real-time synchronous learning is important. But now, in the post-pandemic phase, our focus has shifted. We are no longer just maintaining learning, but we have to enhancing it. So, for example, we extended face-to-face classes using real-time quizzes and instant feedback with Moodle. And we can use a flipped classroom approach. So students prepare in advance via Moodle and apply their knowledge during in-person activities. Also, we can analyze learning records and use the data for formative assessment and their reflections. And above all, we support student agency, encouraging discovery, peer teaching, and collaborative learning. Because in the end, Moodle is not destination, but it's path to better learning. And lastly, I'll share about the tips for online learning. At first, I'd like to share a bit of background of these tips. This research journal is suggested based on a publication by John et al. In 2020 during the early stage of the COVID-19. And this guide was developed to help medical educators to make a quick and effective shift to online learning. And it includes 12 tips like organization strategy, and learning modalities, and general online pedagogies. So I'll share with other 4 slides. The first one is about the organization level. At first, it's important to anticipate the emotional and practical stage of change. Moving education online is not just technical, but it's cultural. And tips 2 is remind us that we don't need to adopt entirely new platforms. Instead, we should leverage the tool we already have, like our existing LMS or something. And when considering learning modalities, we begin with tip 3 online lectures. They should be kept concise, interactive, and include moments for reflections. And tip 4 highlights the importance of intentional design for small group learning. So for example, clear roles, structures, and support are essential. And tip number 5 is about the encourage us to use asynchronous tutorials, not just as legal lists, but as space for structured engagement. And number 6 reminds us that videos are more effective when short and targeted. So rather than long lectures, break content into 5 to 10 minutes short segments. And tip 7 is about using social media for engagement and community building. So it must be guided carefully. And number 8 is about the online reflection. It helps deepen learning, and they can be done through journals or discussion boards. And this slide is general online tips. There are tips number 9 to number 12. And number 9 is about starting small. Focus on key skills, even if full training is possible. Tips number 10 reminds us to reduce cognitive overload for students by simplifying options and pathways. And number 11 recommends that teachers involve learners in building content. It increases ownership and engagement. And number 12 points out that busy professors, especially medical doctors, will only engage with online learning if its value is clearly demonstrated. And okay, this is my last slide to wrap up the presentation. There are 4 key messages. Moodle offers versatile tools, and it's valuable not just in emergencies. It supports sustainable, meaningful education. But ultimately, it's about people, not just platform. So technology matters, but it's people, teachers, and students who make education meaningful. This is the end of my slides. So thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Professor Yoshikazu. So really, I have just one question regarding that during the COVID, regarding about the practice that for the faculties that have practice like medical or pharmacy or laboratory. Could you tell us about what happened regarding the experiment during that COVID?
Sorry, you mean about the
I mean for the courses, for example, a school of medical. If the course that have the practice, like some experiments, so during the COVID, how the teacher already evaluate and assessment the course with or without the practice?
Oh, yeah. At first, of course, in the COVID-19, a place like the bedside learning or the hospital is very hard to use for every student. So in that case, we use maybe it's of course there's we have to carefully use Wi-Fi connection or internet speed, but we make some H5P contents like the planting scenarios for the simulation course, or sometimes use virtual reality training, so students can use both of the real hospital and Moodle-based online situations, and then faculties can assess the students' skills and knowledge, both in hospital and in the Moodle.
Okay, thank you. So, any question? Any more question?
I think somebody raised a hand.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm raising my hand, but not for questions. Professor, you're welcome. On behalf of diversity managers, I want to really thank you for your time and for your participating with us in this, with your important sessions. As you know, Sudan situations right now have facing a lot of challenges more than the COVID, because there is instability of the internet and electricity. So we want to thank you for your participation, for your time, and for these good information and tips that you should have to take care about all of your tips that you say in your presentations, because right now we have a critical challenges in Sudan in the situations. It's maybe same that like COVID-19. So we are very happy for your participations with us, and we hope so to collaborate with you in upcoming conference and workshop to be benefit from your experience. We want to thank you again in behalf of diversity managers, and we hope so to cooperate with you in the upcoming events and workshops. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your comment.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor, for your time for joining with us, and also thank you for accepting this invitation. So we will share this presentation with all participants, and also we recorded this session. Also we share with all the teachers and universities. So thank you very much for your time again, and we hope to see you again in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's move to the last presentation for today. It will be presented by Mr. Huzaifa Al-Bushra. It will be talking regarding the virtual classroom. It will be presenting from Nile University. So, Mr. Huzaifa.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes, walaikum assalam. I can hear you. So now you are presenter, so you can share your presentation. You have the permission now.
Okay. Is it clear now? Could you see my presentation now?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, thank you for your invitation. to your conference. I'm very happy to be one of the speakers. Okay. Virtual classroom, real hope digital education for Sudan's university student in crisis conference. The introduction about Sudan high education system has been gradually impacted by complex interplay of socio-political instability and economic hardship and global crisis, creating significant disruption to learning experience of its university student. These challenges ranging from irregular closures and logistical difficulties to psychological and socio-economic impact need innovative approaches to ensure education continuity and foster resilience among students. Here we can aptly term Sudanese student in crisis, representing diverse vulnerabilities exacerbated by these stormy times. Paper offer a personal reflecting on practical experience of engaging with and implementing e-learning solution with the Sudanese university content. It aims to eliminate the critical role of virtual classroom and digital education in providing not just an alternative mode of instruction, but a genuine source of hope for students whose academic trajectory and threatened by instability. By examining the realities on the ground, the obstacles encountered, and the strategy employed to overcome them, this paper seeks to contribute valuable insights into the potential of digital education to build resilience, maintain engagement, and ultimately empower Sudan university students to continue in their search for knowledge and better future. The situation of crisis and authority for digital solution. The challenges facing Sudanese university students are multifaceted and deeply intertwined. A period of political conflict can lead to campus closure and disruption to academic calendars. Global crises such as COVID-19 pandemic have added another layer of complexity, requiring a quick shift to remove learning environment, often in the face of limited infrastructure and resources. Economic instability can impact students' ability to afford transportation, learning material, and even basic necessities, indirectly affecting their engagement with education. In this situation of continuous crises, the authority for active and accessible digital education solution become incontestable. Virtual classroom and an online learning platform offer the possibility to ensure continuity of learning by providing native channel for instruction and access to educational material. E-learning can mitigate the impact of physical disruption and ensure that learning continues uninterrupted. Enhanced accessibility: digital resources can reach students in diverse geographical locations and adapt to varying people environment, possible overcoming barriers related to transportation, security concern, and economic restriction. Develop essential digital skills, engage with digital learning platform, provide students with crucial digital literacy skills that are increasingly vital in the modern world. Maintain engagement and community. Interactive virtual classroom and online communication tools can help maintain a sense of connection and community among students and the faculty, mitigating a feeling of isolation during time of crisis. Navigating the landscape experience in the e-learning implementation. Implement effective e-learning solution in the Sudanese university situation is not without its unique set of challenges based on practical experience. Some of the key difficulties encountered including uh, infrastructure limitation, digital literacy gaps, ensuring equity and inclusion, educational adaptation, content development and localization, technical support and maintain. I will move fast here. Virtual classroom, a beacon of continuity and connection. The establishment and effective utilization of virtual classroom have emerged a particularly powerful tool in providing continuity and fostering hope for Sudan University students in crisis. These digital spaces, facilitated by platforms like Big Blue Buttons integrated with LMS environment, offer a semblance of normalcy and a vital connection to the academic community during times of disruption. Experience have shown that facilitated virtual classroom can replicate interactive learning environment through features like live audio and video, screen sharing, chat functions, pooling and breakout rooms. Vital Classroom can foster active participation and engagement, mirroring some aspect of face-to-face interaction. Maintain a sense of community. Regular virtual sessions provide opportunities for students and faculty to connect, interact, and build a sense of belonging, which is particularly important during time of isolation of displacement. Provide real-time support and guidance. Faculty can offer immediate feedback, address student communities and provide academic support in the vital setting, helping students stay on track with their learning. Offering flexibility and accessibility. Students who may be unable to attend physical classes due to the security concern, travel restriction, or other crisis-related factor can still participate in learning activity remotely. Facilitate access to diverse resources. Virtual classroom can be used to share a wide range of digital resources, including presentation video, articles, and interactive simulation, enriching the learning experience. The path forward building a resilient digital education ecosystem. While significant steps have been made in leveraging e-learning to support Sudanese university students in crisis, continuing effort and strategies investment are crucial for building a truly resilient digital education ecosystem. Key areas for future focus including investing in infrastructure development, developing context-specific digital learning content, scaling up faculty professional development, strengths technical support system, promoting open education practice, fostering national collaboration, addressing equity and inclusion proactively, integrated digital literacy into the curriculum. Recommendation and conclusion. National e-learning strategy. Develop a national strategy for digital education in higher education, outlining clear goal, standard, and mechanism for collaboration and resources sharing among university, investment in infrastructure and connectivity. Capacity building at scale, develop and sharing of culturally relevant OER. Establish national online learning platform and develop policy and quality assurance for online education to standardize and enhance education quality. Policy and quality assurance framework. Develop policies and quality assurance mechanism to ensure the rigor and credibility of online learning programs. Psychosocial support integration. Recognize the trauma and stress students may be experiencing and integrate access to the online psychosocial support services with digital learning environment. Deploy a satellite exclusively for education. This could dramatically improve access in remote area and enable widespread connectivity. Conclusion. A virtual classroom and digital education initiatives represent a powerful tools for fostering resilience, ensuring continuity, and providing real hope for Sudanese students in crisis. While significant challenges remain, the innovative strategy adopted and positive impact witnessed highlights the transformative power of technology when strategically implemented and adopted to the local content. By continuing to invest in infrastructure capability building and collaborative effort, and Sudanese university can uh, harness the promise of digital education to empower their students with the knowledge, skills, and hope necessary to navigate uncertainty and contribute to the brighter future for themselves and their nation. Thank you. Thank you. I think I have 8 minutes left.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. So, anyone have any question? Feel free to ask directly. So, I guess I have one question. What is the challenges that it's already happened during this study? Could you tell us just a little about the challenges?
Okay. The problem about the internet continuity and the electricity. Um, our student in Nine University, um, all of them are, or most of them depend on e-learning. For that, they suffering from they suffering because uh, we use the virtual classroom, and in the virtual classroom we couldn't uh, download it. It is just you can see the presentation online. But after we subscribe with Edu Visual, uh, I think it is a union of Sudanese. This problem solved. Now any student could download the lecture or on the synchronized e-learning, uh, and they share it through channel, Telegram or WhatsApp. This challenge solved by the new company. We subscribe with it, Eduversity. They solve our problem.
Okay, thank you very much. Very good. It's your answer. So, any more question? So, I I think there is no any questions. So I will say thank you again, Mr. Rifa, for your presentation. And this is the last presentation for our conference. So now we have, because now today is a Friday, so we have two things. The first thing, it will be the open discussion. And I think now we can discussing in Arabic. So السلام عليكم جميعا. إن شاء الله بعدها حنفتح باب النقاش. في حال إنه أي أحد من الحضور عنده أي ملاحظة أو استفسار أو مداخلة ممكن يتفضل، وبعدها إن شاء الله حيكون عندنا استبيان بسيط قبل ما نعمل الانتهاء بالنسبة للمؤتمر. فإذا في أي مداخلة يا ريت بس الناس تعمل رايز هاند عشان نقدر ننظم المداخلات. إذا في أي مداخلة دكتور صلاح. دكتور صلاح.
I'm pretty sorry that I haven't attended all the session today because today is Friday and we are actually there is في فروقات بتاعت وقت بين أنا ومكان أنا موجود والزمن بتاع المؤتمر. مشينا صلينا الجمعة عشان كده ما حضرنا معظم السيشن. السؤال بتاعي أو هو عبارة عن نقاش عام خاصة بالنسبة للإخوة السودانيين، يعني لأن الموضوع ده نحن اللي بيهمنا. كيف نستطيع إنه نصل لتفاهمات مع الدولة لتبني هذا المشروع بحيث إنه تكون كل الجامعات مشاركة بدل ما كل جامعة تمشي منفردة، أو على الأقل معظمها، يعني عشان نقلل التكلفة ونكون كلنا alignment ونعمل على تقديم حلول عملية بالنسبة للتعليم في جميع المراحل حقيقة. يعني الإمكانيات بتاعت المنصة من خلال تجربتنا نحن العملية كانت متميزة جدا وكانت رائعة جدا وكانت شاملة وقدمت لنا حلول عملية استطعنا من خلالها حتى الآن تخريج الدفعة بتاعتنا بانتظام. يمكن الأسبوع اللي فات زفينا للسودان 80 طبيب وأكثر من 102 مهندس والتمريض واللغات وغيره من البرامج اللي بتهتم بها جامعة المغتربين. فالعملية دي ما كانت حتكون ميسرة لو ما كان نحن أصلا انتبهنا من زمان الكورونا وأدخلنا هذه المنصة. الدولة قد تكون ما أولوياتها، في نفس الوقت قد تكون برضو مرات الجهل بالشيء أو الخوف من الشيء. يعني في ناس بخافوا من التغيير، في ناس لأنه عدو يعني جاهلين به فهم أعداء يعني. وفي المصالح الشخصية يعني للأسف، يعني أنا أقول لكم إنه لكن مصلحة الوطن ومصلحة الطلاب ومصلحة التعليم. حتى إذا استغرينا برضو نحن نحتاج للمنصة كوسيلة إضافية في تعليم أبنائنا. فالسؤال الآن كيف يقدم مشروع مغني للدولة بحيث إنه وزارة التعليم باعتبارها إنه سرايز تدخل عمل المنصة من ضمن مشاريعها الاستراتيجية. أعتقد ده السؤال الجوهري اللي المفروض نحن نتناقش حوله. شكرا جزيلا.
شكرا جزيلا دكتور صلاح. بتول.
السلام عليكم جماعة مباركة عليكم. أنا حقيقة سبحان الله يعني the same concerns، وأظن إحنا كلنا هنا جابتنا نفس الهموم والاهتمامات اللي ذكرها الدكتور السابق، تقريبا هو دكتور صلاح، حول إنه تقريبا سألت السؤال ده امبارح في السيشن بتاعت بروف في السيشن yes but شوية كان يعني yes أنا أفهم إنه these are not proposals، هي ليست مبادرات، لكن بما إنه كلنا we are all in the same boat يعني، والهم هما واحدا، how can we فعلا كيف to يعني نجمع كل الكلام ده في one boat كده، أو إذا كانت في ناس شايفين إنه أحسن تكون الأجسام المتعددة بالطريقة دي، لكن to be more effective يعني نرى أثر حقيقي في الأداء. الحاجة الثانية اللي أنا عاوزة أعلق عليها في يعني تعليق دايما بيجينا بيتعلق بالكونتنت كواليتي اللي بيقدم في البلاتفورمز، يعني المستوى بتاع جودة المحتوى التعليمي نفسه اللي بيضعه الأستاذ اللي بيعمل له أبلود وكده. if you get my point يعني برضو افتكر حقه نحن الحتة بتاعت البرفكشن في الحتة دي وتجويدها حقه نشتغل عليها شوية. ما عارفة هل هي lack of أساسا lack of يعني training، ولا lack of interest من الأول، ولا التشالنجز التحديات اللي هي كلها ممكن تقعد الناس عن إنها to produce حاجة كده تكون بمستوى. لكن كمان برضو حقه ده بيقودني طوالي للمسألة اللي ذكرت في أكثر من سيشن، اللي هو I think we need to adopt a new mindset. يعني ما لم تتغير نحن المايند سيت حقتنا، وما لم يكون في real efforts مننا على مستوى الانديفيديول، على مستوى الفرد أو الأستاذ الجامعي أو الشخص البرودوسر بتاع المحتوى التعليمي دي، I think we will go nowhere. يعني أنا عاوزة أأمن على سؤال أنا ما متذكر تحديداً السأله منه، لكن في last session the question about the challenges، طيب اللي هي how to overcome the challenges، يعني التجارب اصطدمت بأشياء وبمعيقات وتحديات. نحن ما عاوزين نكرر التجارب، نحن عاوزين التجارب تكون أفضل وعاوزين نجودها ونحسنها، وأنلس إنه نحن حقيقة نواجه التحديات والإشكالات دي ونجد لها حلول بعيدة أو قصيرة المدى we will go nowhere. I am very concerned about الوضع الحقيقي الواقعي في الكونتكست بتاعنا in Sudan. What is going on? How can we improve it? الحاجة الأخيرة I am sorry إذا أخذت مساحة أطول من مساحتي، حقيقة أنا بالصدفة عثرت على إعلان this conference. I am very busy، مشغولة جدا جدا، فحتى رسائل الواتساب كثير قاعد تتردم، فدخلت على أحد الجروبات النشطة جدا اللي أنا بحترمها اللي هو مكتبة الميزاب، ووجدت الإعلان للكونفرنس in the second day ودايركتلي I joined. فلأكتشف something called Eduversity. I have no idea، يعني أنا I don't know ما هي Eduversity، what is it or who are they. فأحتاج إنه إذا في لينك أو يعني درايف لي كده قودوني إلى النور يعني about البلاتفورم دي، وإذا في لينك أو whatever عشان أتعرف عليها أكتر، وأكون شاكرة جدا جدا وأشكر لكم جهودكم. ربنا يوفق الجميع. شكرا.
شكرا جدا دكتورة بتول. طيب مستر حذيفة.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام.
طيب بالنسبة للحتة بتاعت أي كورس نظري، بعتقد إنه الإيديوفيرسيتي اللي هو متمثلة في اتحاد الجامعات السودانية، المسألة دي تكنيكالي ما فيها مشكلة، يعني بقى التعليم متزامن وغير متزامن بواسطة اتحاد الجامعات والشركة اللي هي شغالة التعليم المتزامن، بقت ما في مشكلة فنية. بعد المشكلة في الحتة بتاعة قوة المحتوى وضعفه، فعندنا مشكلة أساسية إنه يفترض التسجيل يكون في مكان محدد زي مثلا استوديو. بقترح إنه كل الكورسات معروفة وأغلبها في الجامعات ما في اختلاف بينها كثير في كل التخصصات، تمام. الناس تحاول تعمل حاجة مثالية لكل كورس وتضعها على أساس إنه تكون بالنسبة لكل كورس في مجال وتكون ده ستاندر يمشي عليه. فبفتكر دي من أهم الأشياء. الحاجة الثانية مسألة التعليم، يعني من ناحية التكلفة ومشاكلنا مع الشركات بتاعت الاتصالات. برضو يعني من الحاجات المهمة لو الدولة أو الاتحاد قدر يتبنى أي اشتراك في ساتلايت مباشر بغرض تعليمي فقط، أو الدولة تبنت تعمل قمر للتعليم فقط، برضو ده بيخلي الطالب إنه ما عنده مشاكل بتاعت اتصال. اللوكيشن ده بيبقى بالنسبة له مشكلة كبيرة زي ما حاصل الآن يعني. فبس لو ركزنا على موضوع الحتة بتاعت إن تكون في كورسات معمولة بطريقة مثالية والناس تشرف عليها إشراف مباشر مثلا من قبل الاتحاد كويس. بعد ذاك الحتة بتاعت الساتلايت والتعليم النظري ما فيه مشكلة. في عندنا مشكلة لا زالت قائمة في الحتة بتاعت البراكتيكال، في حاجات اتحلت وفي حاجات لسه ما اتحلت. فبس بتمنى الناس لو اهتمت فقط بالموضوع بتاع الساتلايت بيحل لنا مشاكل كثيرة يعني. السلام عليكم.
شكرا مستر حذيفة. في مداخلة ثانية. أعتقد أستاذة آمنة إنه اليونيفرسيتي هي وكيل أيضا للسورية، صح؟ على ما أعتقد. المعلومة دي صحيحة؟ ممكن برضو كان الاقتراح اللي اقترحه برضو مستر حذيفة. طيب خلينا إذا في مداخلة ثانية. تفضلي.
ممكن بس تعقيبا للكلام المنذر. السلام عليكم. شكرا للمداخلات. يمكن ردا للنقطة الأخيرة دي بس، فعلا بتاعت السورية كان في فعلا اتفاقية مع شركة السورية الفندر في الإمارات، وكان بدينا بواحدة من الجامعات. يعني في الوقت اللي قبل الحرب كانت واحدة من الجامعات طلبت إنه الانتربت الحاصل في الإنترنت في السودان في الفترة الأخيرة، يعني هي جربت اشتركت في كل شركات الاتصالات الموجودة في السودان وستيل there is interrupt في الإنترنت سيرفيسز، وكانت طالبة ستيبل إنترنت سيرفيسز. فعلا كان عملنا ميتنج مع ناس السورية كان أونلاين، وجانا مندوب من السورية في السودان دخلنا مع الجامعه، كان في ديسكشن واخذنا كل التفاصيل التكنيكال اللي كانت طالباها الجامعه. ففي ديل زي ده اوريدي فاتح، يعني موجود الباب ده. يمكن ما واصلنا فيه، وكان يفترض بعد رمضان على طول حيحصل اول تنفيذ او اول كونتراكت لجامعه سودانيه مع شركه السوريه في التغطيه بالساتلايت كفرج. فعلا الحاجه دي كانت موجوده، وكان في مور اوفر زي ما ذكرت في اول برزنتيشن اتفاقيه برضو كانت بين Eduversity Platforms و MTN، انه كل الاديفرسيتي دوت الدومين بتاع اديفرسيتي كان مخطوط في الزيرو ريت بتاع MTN. يعني شنو زيرو ريت؟ يعني الطالب اللي عنده شريحه بتاعت MTN في تلفونه حيقدر يدخل على منصه الجامعه من غير ما يكون منشط انترنت. فدي كان حتحل مشكله كبيره جدا للطلاب الموجودين في، يعني عندهم مشكله اصلا في تنشيط الانترنت، وموجودين في اماكن فيها ضعف في الشبكات والسيتويشن الحاصل لنا هسه يعني. ويمكن كانت الشرايح دي تم تجربتها مع التكنيكال ستاف في الجامعه والتكنيكال ستاف في الشركه، واصدرنا اول باغات كان يعني طلاب السنه الاولى اللي هي استلموا سيم كاردز من شركه MTN كانت فيها السيرفيسز دي. مور اوفر لما يحتاجوا للداونلودنج والابلودنج والانتراكتيف ليكشر او لو دخلوا على سوفت وير سيموليشن او فبيحتاج الباندويث تكون اكبر. فكان برضو شركه الاتصالات وفرت باقات خاصه بالطلاب اللي هم يعني كانت باقات مخفضه جدا والبرايسنج بتاعها فيري لو. يعني في مقدور الطالب كان انه ينشط الباقه دي عشان يحضر الانتراكتيف سيشنز. دكتوره بتول انا يعني wanna thank you for your interest your time. وواضح جدا انك انت شايله هم الوضع الحالي اللي احنا موجودين فيه ويمكن كلنا لنا سنتين. بس انا عايزه اديك باك جراوند يطمنك وفي نفس الوقت زي ما بقول احنا بنعمل في الدسكشن عشان نمشي قدام مع بعض. الحرب دي يعني الكرايسيس كانت شهر 4، نحن شهر 7 بالضبط كانت كل اليونيفرسيتي بلاتفورمز ووك اب زي ما ذكر دكتور حذيفه بشراكه مع اتحاد الجامعات السودانيه. يا اخواننا الافيلبل كل الانفراستراكشر السوفت وير التكنيكال سبورت الانستليشن الكونفيجريشن everything is ready for free. اي جامعه يا اخواننا خلونا نستأنف الدراسه على الليفل بتاع الجامعات وعلى الليفل بتاع المدارس. يعني يمكن نحن قدمنا سيرفيسز ل 2000 طالب من مستوى الكي جي يحدي البرايمري والسكندري. كانوا السنه الاولى كانوا 400 طالب فقط. يعني شوفي شهر 7 بعد الحرب ب3 شهور في 400 طالب فيهم نسبه كبيره منهم في السودان قدروا يدرسوا اونلاين عبر الليرنينج مانجمنت سيستم التابع لمدارسهم. المدرسه عرفت انه والله ما حتقدر تواصل، عملت بلاتفورم خاص بالمدرسه دخلت الطلاب في السنه الاولى. في السنه الثانيه 2024 we reach 1000 student. يعني تخيل انه في ناس starting education from KG 1 يعني دول ده لا بيعرف يقرا لا بيعرف يكتب، لكن عبر الاونلاين بلاتفورم انتقل من KG 1 ل KG 2. هسه عندنا ناس في السنتين اللي فاتوا خلاص مش معانا جريد 1 fully educated. يعني انا كان بالنسبه لي في حاجه مؤثره جدا. يعني كان في ولد اسمه احمد في واحده من الانترناشونال سكولز السيشن تفتح 7:30 اول زول بيدخل وبيفتح الكاميرا قاعد في شجره بتاعت نيم، شجره نيم فوق الشجره بفوق. فبكون بتكلم معاه يعني احمد انت قاعد هنا ليه؟ الشجره حتقع بعدك بقى يخوت مخده كده. فقال لي ده احسن مكان فيه انترنت. فالولد ده في جريد 3. يعني شوفي طفل وبراه ما معه زول لا امه لا ابوه، شايل التليفون وطلع فوق الشجره واول زول بيحضر وجاء من اوائل المدرسه وموجود في دونجله. يعني شوفي التحدي بتاع الولد ده وانه شاف اقرب نقطه في الانترنت في البيت وين، وعرف انه الشجره دي فيها انترنت كويس وبقى بيطلع في الحته دي وحضر السنه الدراسيه كامله وانتقل من مرحله لمرحله وما شاء الله هسه من المتفوقين في مدرسته. فيبقى يعني في زي ما بيقولوا البرايد يعني الجانب المشرق من التجارب اللي حصلت لنا هسه بعد الحرب. والحمد لله في الاديوكيشن مستمر ما وقف نهائي بالرغم من التحديات الموجوده. يمكن اي زول طلع برا السودان ما عندنا معه مشكله، قادرين نعمل كلاسيفيكيشن للستودنت حتى في السودان في 3 ليفل اوف سوليوشن الموجود في منطقه فيها انترنت. في شراكات تمت مع الجامعات الاوريدي عندها ستيبل انترنت. شبكه سدرين في التعليم العالي شغاله. فانت قاعد في شندي امشي جامعه شندي، انت قاعد في القضارف امشي جامعه القضارف، لانه الجامعه فيها معامل فيها انفراستراكشر فيها انترنت كونكتيفيتي بالخطابات. بس استضيفوا لنا الطلاب دول عندهم براكتيكال سيشن محتاجين للانترنت في الليسونز في الفتره من كده لكده. في سوليوشنز كثيره تمت. الفئه الطالعه هسي من السيرفيسز دي الفئه الموجوده في مناطق معزوله تماما لا فيها انترنت ولا فيها كهرباء ولا اصلا الطلاب ده لمده 2 سنين قادرين انهم يسجلوا في مدرسه. فهم دي الريلي لوز هسي حاليا. ان شاء الله الامور تستقر في البلد ويظهروا. فبعد ذاك السوليوشن ذاتها يعني يمكن البراكتيكال ناس دكتور حذيفه في جامعه النيل، ناس الاهليه، ناس المغتربين they know that انه بعد ما في حاجه اسمها 1 كالندر. ما حنقدر نعمل 1 كالندر لانه you should have to classify الستودنت بتاعنا وحسب الستودنت لوكيشن والستودنت سيتويشن انت هتعمل separate كالندر separate solution لكل مجموعه على حده until ما ان شاء الله to overcome المشكله دي ونقدر نرجع زي ما كنا ونواصل تعليمنا. اسفل الاطاله وشكرا جزيلا.
طيب في برضه سعاد يوسف عبد الله. سعاد يوسف عبد الله. طيب برضو قبل ما نكمل مواصلة النقاش، عندنا استبيان بسيط للسيشن القادمة، إنه توقعاتكم للسيشن القادم تكون شنو؟ سوري. فعندنا 3 مقترحات للسيشن القادمة: How to use the artificial intelligence، والموديل بلاتفورم as the interactive course، والinteractive content using AI. فهنعمل بولينج عشان نعرف رغبة الحضور. برضو في التليجرام هنعمل بولينج للحاجة دي، فيا ريت برضو كل الناس تدخل القناة عشان برضو تساعد في إن نديكم الماتيريال كلها. الآن جمعنا كل الماتيريالز، هنرسل إن شاء الله في قناة التليجرام، لأنه صعب نرسل لكل واحد بشكل فردي، فهنرسل كلها في القناة، فأنت بيكون لك سهولة إنك تشيلها. برضو الموضوع بتاع توزيع الشهادات برضو بيكون أسهل، والإعلانات بتاعت الإيفنتس الجاية وكيف إنها زمانها برضو إنها تكون بالنسبة لنا أسهل. فيا ريت كل الناس تشارك في البولينج عشان نعرف توقعاتكم للسيشن الجاية حتكون عن شنو، ونقدر نبدأ نجهز لها إن شاء الله.
الله حيرتني، كلهن دايريني. الو، انا غايته ما
أيوة.
اقدر اعمل خيار رابع، هل كلهن عشان نقدر نصوت؟
كان حبيبك عسل ما تلحسوا كله.
والله كلهن ما في طريقه مني، يعني ما في مفك.
هنشوف أعلى نسبة، وبرضه هناخد نسبة من التليجرام، وإن شاء الله هنشوف أعلى نسبة هنبدأ بها هي في الأول، وإن شاء الله برضه هنكون تباعا يعني في كل الكونتنتس، بنحاول إنه نوفر كل الليكشنز.
وين السيشن ذاته 200؟
لسه بعد ما احنا نعرف اعلى نسبه، بعد ذاك نبدا نحضر ونشوف المتحدث منه، وحنعلن ان شاء الله. حتكون القناه على التليجرام هي الوسيله الرسميه ثاني في كل السيشنز وكل المحاضرات. فانا هحط اللينك بتاع القناه مره ثانيه عشان التسجيلات والمحاضرات وكل الحاجات اللي تكون عن طريق القناه، يعني حتى توزيع الشهادات وكل الحاجه دي حتكون عن طريق القناه.
هو في مقترح دكتور صلاح ان شاء الله انه من الكونفرنس ده حسب الكومنتس جاتنا انه يكون في مانثلي وركشوب كل شهر، يكون عندنا ورشه واحده نختار التوبيك بتاع بالفوتنج من الناس كلهم. بعد ما نعرف التايتل بتاع التوبيك زي ما ذكر منذر حنشوف المقدم المناسب هو منو من الاكسبرتس الموجودين في العالم من الموديل كوميونتي، از انه الحمد لله احنا مشينا في خطوات التسجيل مع موديل، وي ار بينج بارتنر في مودل. يعني ان شاء الله الشركه يونيفرسيتي حتكون بارتنر في مودل، و اوريدي نحن كنا سبونسر للمودل ايفنت المودل مود في السنتين اللي فاتوا، فقادرين نجيب الاكسبرتس في المجال في التوبيك اللي حنختاره من الانترناشونال اكسبرتس، ونشوف البراكتيكال سايد طوالي. فهي ان شاء الله حتكون لقاءات شهريه تاريخ 200 اول ما ذكر زي ما ذكر منذر، بعد ما نحدد التوبيك ونتفق مع الزول اللي حيقدم زمنه والوقت المناسب بالنسبه له. قناه التليجرام حتكون هي ان شاء الله الانتراكتيف بيننا وبينكم عشان نعلن فيها عن السيشنز الجايه 200. وفي برضه سيرفي او زي كويشنير صغير حيترسل برضه في قناه التليجرام عشان الشهادات وعشان الداتا بتاعتكم تكون موجوده معانا اتول للابكامينج ايفنتس ان شاء الله. ففي كويشنير صغير حيترسل ان شاء الله كلكم تملوه بناء على الداتا اللي فيه، هنستخرج ان شاء الله شهادات وحنعلن لكم ان شاء الله على الابكامينج ايفنتس.
طيب انا حاليا رسلت الرابط بتاع القناه في التليجرام، فاي حد ما خش يعني يدخل القناه عشان يقدر ان هو يسجل في الفورم ويتحصل برضه على الماتيريال. طيب حاليا من خلال البولينج ريزلت حاليا يعني الناس شاركت على انه الانتراكتيف كونتين يوزنج اي اي. برضه هنعمل بولينج في القناه بتاعت التليجرام، ننتظر فيها بس بعد الكتب كلها ندخلوا ونشوف نسبتين، وان شاء الله برضه هنعلن في القناه يعني حاجات جديده ان شاء الله. طيب اي اضافه قبل ما نختم؟ طيب شكرا جزيلا لكم جميعا على حضوركم إن شاء الله كانت تجربة موفقة، وبنعتذر إنه طبعا اليوم صادف يوم الجمعة شعائر، لكن بس لأنه الزمن بالنسبة لبعض البارتيسيبانتس يكون مقيد شوية، لأنه هو يوم الجمعة بالنسبة لهم هو يوم عمل، فشوية كده كانت الزمن ضاغط. يعني بنحاول نرضي كل الناس عشان نقدر نطلع بجلسة ترضيكم نوعا ما يعني. فأقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله